Most retirees think choosing between required minimum distributions and Roth conversions is just a tax question. But after nearly 2 decades working with families, I've seen something deeper. This choice isn't just about math, it's about mindset. Some people should be converting aggressively. Others, they're probably better off ignoring Roths entirely and embracing these required minimum distributions, aka RMDs. And the difference between those two groups isn't what most people think. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through the real reason this decision matters and introduce you to the 4 types of retirees who each approach it in their own way. If you're new to the channel, my name is Eric. I'm a financial planner, and for over 20 years, I've helped people navigate complex retirement decisions just like this. My goal is to help you retire with clarity, not confusion. So if you've been wondering whether you're doing the right thing with your RMDs or Roth strategy, or if you've ever thought, is there something I'm missing? This next part is for you. Let me walk you through the 4 most common mindsets I see within retirees and how each one handles this decision differently. And ask yourself, which one sounds like me? Which ones do you most resonate with? So the first one, they're called the early optimizers. They're the controllers, the ones who believe their tax rate will increase in the future. They're driven by a deep desire to avoid giving more to Uncle Sam than necessary. These retirees either build their own Roth conversion strategy or they work with a professional to map out a precise plan. They want to convert it at exactly the right time in exactly the right bracket to avoid required minimum distributions and smooth out lifetime taxes. Why? Because they fear the unknown, rising taxes, big RMDs, and the future loss of flexibility. Their ultimate goal isn't just saving money, it's maintaining control. They time their conversions carefully, often paying taxes in the lower income years, like the gap years between retirement and age 73, and they split their withdrawals between their tax-deferred accounts, their Roth accounts, and their taxable accounts to stay nimble with the times. So they're not just planning for retirement, they're building peace of mind, one Roth conversion at a time. And let's be honest, they might enjoy tweaking their spreadsheets just a little too much. The second is the smart givers. So these are the retirees, again, typically between ages 60 and 75. Many of them are charitably inclined. They see their RMDs not as a burden, but as a tool to support causes they care about. For them, qualified charitable distributions, or QCDs, are a perfect fit. These allow them to donate directly from their IRA, count towards their RMD, and avoid reporting that income on their tax return. So this matters because it lowers their taxable income, it helps avoid Medicare surcharges, and it still fulfills their giving goals, all while keeping taxes in check. And they time their QCDs once they hit 70 and a half, and often, if possible, they try to max out the IRS limit, which for 2025 is $108,000. This way they give generously and tax efficiently. So for them, giving isn't just a strategy, it's a reflection of their values, and they love knowing their generosity comes with a little extra savings too. Once again, it's Eric Rodriguez here. If you're looking to get help securing your financial future and you're serious about implementing a wealth plan for your specific situation, feel free to check out my website, wealthbllc.com, to learn more about how I work with clients, how I help them align their resources with their values, and put together a comprehensive plan to help them retire on their terms. Now, the third is the legacy architects. High net worth retirees, often $10 million or more in assets. For them, required minimum distributions are not about income, they're about legacy. So many of these individuals want to leave money to their heirs, but they struggle with the psychology of giving during their lifetime. RMDs become the nudge or the permission they need to start transferring wealth. They see required withdrawals as an opportunity to begin gifting. And since they must take the distributions anyway, using those dollars to support children, grandchildren, or future trusts becomes both strategic and emotionally rewarding. They often align their giving with the IRS's annual gift exclusion limits, so it's $19,000 per person in 2025, and structure these annual giving plans with their financial advisors and their accountants. They involve heirs in the conversations not just to discuss money, but to align family values. So it's not about avoiding estate tax, it's about giving with intention, They're shaping the future for their families. To them, legacy is more than money, it's clarity and care. And yes, they may have more estate planning binders than vacation photos. And number 4, the practical realist. So finally, we have the practical realist. So these are retirees with modest pre-tax savings, so often less than $1 million, who won't face major tax challenges from RMDs. They value simplicity. They're not trying to optimize every dollar. They just want a plan that works and a lifestyle that feels predictable. The question they ask themselves is, why overcomplicate things? If it's not broke, don't fix it. They're unlikely to hit that high income threshold that trigger big tax increases or Medicare premiums, so they prefer a steady withdrawal plan and peace of mind. They might still use a financial advisor or manage their finances well on their own, but they've set boundaries, maybe reviewing the plan once a year or sticking to a fixed withdrawal rule according to their lifestyle. So they're honest with themselves about what matters, and they protect their retirement lifestyle from stress and overanalysis. So they want retirement to feel like life and not a math problem. They're the folks who know what works for them and don't feel the need to chase every new tax trick. So each of these 4 groups makes sense for the right person. But if you're still unsure which one you are, or you're worried about making the wrong call with your RMDs or Roth strategy, we can help. Just click the link below and watch how I approach these kinds of wealth management decisions with clients so you can see what clarity really looks like. And if you're thinking, oh, great, I'm probably a mix of all 4, don't worry. You're not alone. That's why we made the video, and that's why we made it really simple for you to click the link below and figure out your flavor of retirement planning, minus all the spreadsheets and headache. So unless you're into that. So thanks so much for watching. I'm looking forward to our next video where I'm going to dive deeper on specific strategies that will dovetail with the mindset going into retirement. Cheers.